hit stop loss. Yes, you heard me that the trade hit stop loss. But good morning, guys. Good morning. Yesterday I made a video concerning my entering. We're on gold, and I post the signal on the group, and we make profit, and I make profit on gold. Our signal HTP, and I was so very happy on the group, on the profit. Of course, it was not an easy back testing, but by the special grace of God, we were able to take profit based on our analysis. It was very good. And I sent another signal yesterday, which was on NNZD-USD. So we opened yesterday, and of course we are making profit. And guess what, guys? The trade hit stop loss. yes, you heard me that the trade hit stop loss. But the issues that the point is that, why did the trade hit stop loss? It is very understandable. The reason why that trade hit stop loss is, let me tell you guys, one of the key things for us to learn in trading is that you have to leave your stop loss. You have to set your when you set your stop loss, leave it where it is. No matter how it is, leave it where it is. Because I did a mistake by when the trade was on my target, when the trade was on my direction, I went to go and set a break even. I have to adjust my stop loss. You know what? When I adjust my stop loss, I make my analysis and everything. My analysis was correct and everything. I set in my stop loss. When I set in my stop loss, it was going down, going my direction, was playing out beautiful. Then I have to now adjust my stop loss to almost my entry point. And what happened? I wake up this morning, the trade it took me out. Honestly, it took me out and went down, and we find a sell pressure to look for another. For example, when you buy, for example, understand, when you buy a trade, for example, like NNZD-USD, when you buy along the way, the trade cannot just be on a buy trend. It has to go, retest, continue. So when the trade was on my direction, I have to adjust my stop loss to entry. You know what happened? The trade retest almost down to my entry, took my stop loss and started going up. So one of the key lessons is that, assuming I leave my stop loss to where it was before, I will have still been on the trade. Why? What's the reason? What prompts me to move my stop loss? Number one thing, I guess, is fear. Yes, fear. That was the number one thing that prompts me to adjust my stop loss. Was fear. One of the key to probably many traders, fear of losing. You have to understand something, that losing is part of trading. There's one trader that said something. He says, cut your losses short before it becomes a disaster. So fear grips in. When I was on profit, fear grips. I have to adjust my stop loss. I was afraid that if this trade come back and I'm already in profit, I don't want this trade to retrace back and take. That was my fear of me adjusting the stop loss. That's why I adjust the stop loss. So unfortunately, the trade come back to my entry, where I adjust my stop loss and took me out, bounce, finding a buy pressure back. So one of the keys for you when you make a decision on your trade, always stick on that decision. Don't try to do opposite. Just follow your strategy. Follow. When the trade hit your TP, let it hit your TP. When it hits your stop loss, you are fine. The point is that you have followed your rule. Now when you follow your rule and the trade doesn't play out, that's beautiful, that's good, that's called discipline, because you follow the rule. But once you didn't follow the rules and you make an impulse decision and the trade still go against you, you are the fault. You are always the fault. Market is not always the fault. You are always the fault, because some of your decisions are wrong. And when you don't follow your discipline and you are not patient, or you allow fear comes in or emotion comes in, that's when you begin to take a losing trade. But always have it in mind that losing is also part of trading. You have to determine that, okay, this trade is either going to hit my TP or it's going to hit my stop loss. Any of the two must happen. Understand? Once the trade hits your TP, beautiful, perfect. Once the trade hits your stop loss, beautiful, perfect. A trade is when you hit your stop loss, you are fine with it. You are fine with it. What is it? You have to learn from it. You have to check, okay, why this trade does hit my stop loss? Why is it? So, and I found out that it's because I adjust my stop loss. That was the reason my stop loss was hit out and the trade plays out according to my analysis. So before I'll make this video long, let's dive in to the chart and see why my trade hit stop loss. So if you don't want your trade to hit stop loss, click the subscribe button and follow me up. Click on the link to join my channel and let's join the winning teams and see. One of these days I'm trying to do a challenge. Yes, I'm trying to do a challenge. You heard me right. Challenge. That challenge is that I want to test something about me. I want to test something about me. I want to deposit a $10 account. I know what I want to take that $10 to $1,000. So I want to show you guys that there's a possibility in achieving your goals in trading. There's a possibility there. So before I make this video long, so that's one of the I plan to do either this month or next month. So like see, we're going to do a challenge, but when I want to start the challenge, I'll let you guys know so that you guys can follow up the signal. That's why you need to subscribe. You need to click that like button and click the subscribe button. That is it, and join my Telegram channel so that you will not miss out, so that you follow me also inside the market and let us make money in the market. Peace out. Let's dive into the chart. Good morning. The trade that we took, we hit a stop loss. Why? So we hit a stop loss of 90 pips. We hit a stop loss of 20 pips. So I will explain why we hit a stop loss of 20 pips. The reason why is that it's because I adjust my stop loss. So that's one of the important things about when you are in profit. Allow the trade to run. Don't adjust your stop loss. Don't adjust your stop loss to break even, because sometimes the market, sometimes you have to leave your stop loss to where it is before, the way you set it before, because market can retrace back to your entry just to find another buy pressure to continue riding up to the trend. My analysis was very right, but when I adjust my stop loss, then the market hits my stop loss, then goes to the same direction. Because why? I adjust the stop loss. Instead of me leaving my stop loss to where I set my stop loss before. I have to adjust my stop loss, and the market went down to where I adjust my stop loss and hit my stop loss and took me out of this 20 pips. So let me explain. Let me show you from the chart. This is my setup on pounds USD. You can see my setup on pounds USD, but so let's go back to NNZ USD. Look at it. This is my NNZ USD. You can see it, guys. You can see it, guys. This is where I got in my entry. I cut in my entry. Let me show you guys where I cut in my entry. Let me show you where I cut in my entry. Let me show you where I cut in my entry. So I cut in my entry at this zone here. As this zone here, this is where I cut in my entry here. This zone here, this particular zone here, I cut in my entry at the physiological level of a 0.5642 resistance. So this is where I cut in my entry. So immediately the market pushed to my direction. I sent this signal to the group yesterday. Immediately this market pushed my direction, I have to adjust this my stop loss. I have to adjust this my stop loss back to this zone here, back to break even. I have to adjust my stop loss to back break even. Let me show you how I adjust my stop loss. I got in, let me see, I got in here, this zone here, this place here, this particular zone here. Yes, I got in there. Then immediately the market pushed up to this point here. I have to adjust my stop loss from this zone where my stop loss is to this break even to here. When I adjust my stop loss, immediately I adjust my stop loss, the market pushed down and took me out. You see that it took me out, understand? Then after it took me out, the market is coming back to retrace this zone here before it found another sell by pressure. That what was the lesson I learned in this trade? The lesson I learned in this trade is that always leave your stop loss to where it is. No matter what happen, leave your stop loss to where it is. Understand? Always leave your stop loss. It's either the market take you out or goes to your direction. That is what makes you a trader. You don't have to take in emotion and say, no, I want to take partial profit, I want to take this. Understand? The market might come down and take your stop loss and go back to your direction, and you have lost. Now I know that this market will, once you come to this resistance zone here, this physiological zone here, it will find a buy pressure uptrend. Because why? In my daily time frame, in my daily time frame, my monthly time frame, this market is an uptrend, a massive uptrend. So that is why I look at, when I set my stop loss at break even, the market have to take me out, because I didn't give the market enough space, enough stop loss for me to ride the trend up. So one of the important lessons is that always leave your stop loss to where it is, no matter what. If the market takes you out, it takes you out. If the market hits your stop loss, hit your stop loss. In doing this, your trade will always go successful. If you focus on this, your trade will always go successful. That is why many people that put trade on a break even, majorly is fear of losing. Yes, fear of losing. Because when you are just let me just adjust my stop loss in case the market retraces back, that means at the first time you enter into market by fear, immediately the market started giving you small money, you adjust your stop loss. Because we are not looking for a small money, you are not looking for a small pips, you are looking for a tangible pips, where you will ride the trend and make enough money. So that was my mistake, and I've learned a lot that no matter if I enter a trade, I leave the trade. It's either the trade hit my stop loss where it is or goes down to my direction. If you can see my risk reward ratio, let me show you my risk reward ratio. My risk reward ratio is 1 to 5 risk reward ratio, which is very okay. That means if this market goes to my direction, I can make about 4 grams, 5,000 grams from this trade, because of fear of I don't want to lose trade. Then I have to adjust the stop loss, and again the market retraces back and took me out because I adjust the stop loss. So next time we are going to what we have learned that lesson. Next time I'm going to leave my stop loss to where it is. That is one of the important things. So this trade is a very beautiful trade that is going to push up. It's a very beautiful. And I also have all the other setup where I have other setup. Look at the setup that I did yesterday. Yes, I think this setup was the day for yesterday. I told you that the market will retrace. But I know that because I don't want to enter, I know that this market will retrace back to, so where I'm actually looking at, somewhere here. This is USD card. To market to retrace this to this zone here. Once I see market retraces to this zone here, I see a candle confirmation, like the Morningstar, Doji, retrace down. I see candles to like Morningstar, Doji, Dragonfly, Abundant Baby, 3Y Soldier. Any candle confirmation of this, I will find a sell pressure from here. But if this candle breaks above this previous lower low, if the market breaks this previous lower low, that means the sell pressure, the buy pressure is coming back to this zone here. Then if I didn't see a candle confirmation in this physiological level of resistance, that means this trade becomes an invalid. I don't enter this trade, it becomes an invalid. So I have to wait for more confirmation to retrace this. According to my analysis, look at it plays out, because when I make this analysis, the market was in this place. The market was eventually, because I know that the market will retrace this back to this zone here, because I know that it will drop, then come back and retrace to fill this fair value gap here. I told you that market cannot just drop straight down. No, it goes in a zigzag way. It drops, it come back to fill the space there, then drops again, come back to fill space, drop again. That's how market is. So we are waiting for this physiological level here. If the market pushes to this physiological level, and we'll see a confirmation of bearish candlestick, a strong confirmation of bearish candlestick. That's where we know that this trade will that's where we know that we enter this trade and sell down to the next resistance level. Like if this trade does not give us a confirmation at this physiological level and find a buy pressure and break above, then definitely this entry at this physiological level here becomes invalid. That means we are going to now look to the next physiological level of this place to find our entry. And again, I said again, we have to wait for candle confirmation and we ride in the trend. Don't say that we are going to buy from here. No, because why I'm not buying from here to the upside? Because market can find a sell pressure down. Why? Because this trend, because this market, the restructure of this market is a downtrend. If you look at it from the higher time frame, it's a downtrend. So why we can't buy for it? Because it is very risky. It's just like you trying to catch a knife from, when they throw the knife from the edge, you are trying to catch it from under. It will pierce your hand, and it will, once it pierces your hand, you get injured. So that is it. So instead of there's a risk of buying from here, because the market is currently is a downtrend at the higher time frame. So what are we doing? We are trading based on the trend. We don't trade against the trend. Once you trade against the trend, there's a high structure of market taking you out. That is it. It's likely to take you out. Understand? And we are not scalper, we are a swing trader. We trade, we ride in the trend, we make enough money that will last us, then we are out. So we are waiting for it to retrace back to this zone here. If you find a sell pressure from here and you put a bearish confirmation candlestick, we enter. But if you find a buy pressure that push above this physiological level, then this first entry become an invalid. We are looking to the second entry. And again, if this market find a buy pressure above this physiological level, that means this trade becomes an invalid. We don't enter the trade. That is what they call discipline, because it is not every trade you have to enter. Understand? You have to follow your analysis and you have to trust on your analysis. This is my complete analysis on Euro CHF, USD CHF. So let's go to another setup again. Let me go to another setup. Okay, I have so NNZ USD. Look at my pound. Let me check. Okay, pounds USD. Look at my pounds USD that I analyzed the day before yesterday. It's playing beautiful. I analyzed this pounds USD the day before yesterday, so it's playing beautiful. I know, because all my analysis was very great, because the market push, because I know that the market, when I analyze this market, this is where the market was. The market was here when I was analyzing. I know that the market will push up here, then come back to touch this zone here again. This is a very beautiful trade. So what we are waiting for, we are waiting for a retrace back to this zone here. Once the market retrace back to this zone here, this physiological level of this zone here, then we wait for candle confirmation, such as significant bullish and engulfing candle, or we wait for a significant pin bar, or wait for a dragonfly, or wait for a abandoned baby. So any candle confirmation of any bearish bullish confirmation we find, we are going to ride in, we are going to up in and ride in the trend above this place here, above this place here. This is a very beautiful trade. So the trade is playing out according to my analysis. This is why you have to trust on your process, trust on your strategy. It is very, very good. It is very, very, very good. Look at it. My risk reward ratio is 1 to 5. I told you 1 to 5. So I'm risking 33 pips to make 180 pips, almost 200 pips. So if this market plays my direction, I'll make a lot of money, because this market is a very good trade. So let me show you again. Okay, let me show you AUD USD. You see now the same analysis I make on AUD USD the day before yesterday. I make analysis on the day before yesterday that I told you that market will find a sell pressure down from this sell pressure and push all the way. So the market is already finding a sell pressure, because I make it that the market is going to find a sell pressure at this physiological level of this zone here, or this physiological of this zone here. Will find a sell pressure. You can see my trend line, the way I draw the trend line. You know the market will find a sell pressure to here, and we'll wait for a bullish confirmation candlestick before we can push in the market up to where we can push in the market up to this monthly resistance zone here, That's very beautiful trade. The same thing. Then the same thing. Let me show you another one. Good, correct. The same thing. The day I make this analysis the day before yesterday, this analysis was beautiful, perfect, and it's playing out to my direction. You can see now. Now the reason now is that is why you have to be patient. You have to patient wait. When you are not patient, you won't be able to make money from this market. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. Look at it. This is a market breaks above this physiological level here. Did you see now? Yeah, some people say, oh, you can see that the market is already here, let me sell. That is why it's let me buy, let me sell, or what. That's why it's very dangerous to go against your trend. You have to trust on your analysis. So that the market has broken this physiological level here, finding a strong buy pressure to this next physiological level here. So as this market find a buy pressure to the, so we are waiting for this next physiological level here. Remember I said before we up in an entry to the downside, we have to wait for a bearish confirmation candlestick. I told you I list them out. Bearish confirmation candlestick. I want to say strong bearish confirmation candlestick, or a chart pattern. That is when we are going to know that we are going to sell down to this next monthly resistance zone. That is it. Let me see another of my analysis. Where let me check. Okay, let me see. Look at my GJ. You can see now my Euro JPY play beautiful. I didn't send this signal to the group. I was just watching this signal, and it plays out very beautiful. Look at it. 1 to 7 risk reward ratio. So that means I'm risking 28 pips to make 225 pips. It plays out so beautiful according to my analysis. Very beautiful trade. Assuming I open in this trade, I will have make enough money and I will have been out. So it plays out beautiful. This is why it is important of you being patient and what the point is that it's not about your strategy. The point is that once you are patient and you are disciplined, there's a high chance for you to be winning on the trade. You don't have to be like all the time want to be making money from the market. Just one single solid trade, you are done for the month, you are done for the week, you are done for the day. Understand? So this trade play out beautiful. See, 1 to 7 risk reward ratio. Assuming I open a standard lot, I will have make enough money in this trade, and I will have been out. So it is very key. So that's my analysis. I've showed you guys. It is, you can see all the trade are playing out so beautiful. I told you why I was stopped out on my trading. You can see now, like I showed you NNZD. You can see NNZD. You can see the long a bearish candlestick. This was news. This was a news trade. It's one news that took me out, because I have to set my stop loss to break even, and it took me out. I will have leave it, then it will have gone to I will have leave my stop loss where it is. This trade will have retraced back and continue. This is where I go. It is what it is. It is what it is. That is how it is what it is. But this is one of the important you learn from your trade. When you learn from your trade, you will not do the same mistake again. Thank you guys. Good morning. My name is Lee Prof. Do well by joining my channel, and let us make the money together. Take care. Bye.